Hello, dear readers and fellow soap opera enthusiasts. It's your dedicated team here at TV Day's Drama Digest, back with another deep dive into the swirling vortex of intrigue, heartbreak, and unexpected twists that define our beloved daytime dramas. Today, we're turning our spotlight onto one of the most enduring and emotionally charged storylines in the world of Days of Our Lives DOOL, the saga of Shawn Brady, brought to life by the charismatic and talented Beemer. But hold on to your hearts, because the whispers in the wind suggest that Beemer's time in Salem might be drawing to a dramatic close. As we gather around this virtual campfire of speculation and sentiment, let's unpack the layers of this unfolding drama together, exploring the highs, the lows, and the lingering questions that keep us glued to our screens. To set the stage properly, we must first journey back through the annals of DOOL history, where characters like Shawn Brady have weathered storms that would sink lesser souls. Shawn, the son of the legendary Beau and Hope Brady, has been a cornerstone of the show since his introduction decades ago. He's navigated treacherous waters from kidnappings and identity crises to romantic entanglements that could fill volumes of epic poetry. Beemer stepped into this role in 2006, infusing Shawn with a rugged charm, a steely resolve, and a vulnerability that made him relatable amid the chaos of Salem's endless machinations. Beemer's portrayal captured the essence of a man torn between duty, love, and the shadows of his family's storied past. His chemistry with co-stars, particularly in those fiery scenes with Belle Black, sparked fireworks that lit up living rooms across the nation. But alas, the path of a soap opera actor is rarely a straight one. It's more like a labyrinth riddled with pitfalls, alliances, and betrayals mimic like the plots they inhabit. As of this very moment in January 2026, Beemer is no longer listed as a regular member of the DOOL cast. This revelation hits like a thunderclap in a clear sky, leaving fans reeling and wondering what seismic shifts are occurring behind the scenes. Beemer's journey with the show has been anything but smooth. He's faced several dismissals over the years, each one more tumultuous than the last. Imagine the emotional roller coaster. One moment, you're the hero steering the ship through familial tempests, the next you're adrift, cast out into the uncertain seas of unemployment in the cutthroat world of television production. Let's delve deeper into this history, painting a vivid picture of the trials Beemer has endured. His initial stint as Shawn began with promise, but by 2008, contractual disputes and creative differences led to his first exit. It was a departure shrouded in mystery, with rumors swirling like autumn leaves and a gal whispers of budget cuts, storyline exhaustion, and even personal conflicts with the show's brass. Fans mourned the loss, petitioning for his return with the fervor of revolutionaries storming the Bastille. And return he did, in 2016, reprising the role with renewed vigor. Shawn's arcs during this period were nothing short of operatic: battles with addiction, heart-wrenching custody fights, and alliances forged in the fires of adversity. Beemer's performance earned him accolades from critics and undying loyalty from the audience, who saw in him the embodiment of resilience. Yet, the soap gods are fickle, and by 2018, another wave of upheaval swept through. Beemer was let go once more, this time amid a broader cast shakeup that felt like an earthquake ripping through Salem's foundations. The official line was storyline conclusion, but insiders hinted at deeper rifts, perhaps clashes over character direction, or the relentless grind of daily filming schedules that wear even the sturdiest actors down to their bones. Beemer's Shawn faded into the background, his absence leaving a void that echoed through subsequent episodes. It was a tumultuous departure, marked by emotional goodbyes on set, tearful interviews, and a fanbase left in suspense, clutching their remotes like lifelines. Fast forward to the present, and the silence surrounding Beemer is deafening. He hasn't been mentioned much in recent press releases or promotional materials for DOOL, a stark contrast to the buzz that once accompanied his every move. It's as if the character of Shawn has been relegated to the shadows, a ghost haunting the periphery of more prominent plots. This lack of visibility speaks volumes in the world of soaps where every omission is a clue, every silence a scream. What could have precipitated this latest turn? To understand, we must rewind to the chilling events of November 2025, when the rumor mill churned out tales that sent shockwaves through the fandom. It started with a few cryptic posts on social media, leaked emails from alleged production insiders, and forum threads exploding with speculation. Sources, both anonymous and semi-verified, began circulating claims that Beemer had been fired outright. The word hung in the air like a guillotine blade, poised to sever ties that had endured for nearly 2 decades. Fans dissected every detail: a vague tweet from a crew member about big changes ahead, a photo of Beemer looking pensive at a public event, and whispers from entertainment bloggers, suggesting that Shawn's storyline was veering toward a tragic end. The most harrowing rumor? That Shawn might be killed off, his demise scripted to tie up loose ends in a blaze of dramatic glory or perhaps ignominy. But let's temper our drama with a dose of reality, as we at TV Days Drama Digest always strive to do. These claims, while electrifying, were largely rooted in speculation rather than ironclad fact. The narrative shifted from outright dismissal to plot-driven reasons for the character's potential exit. In the intricate web of soap storytelling, characters don't always leave because of actor conflicts. Sometimes it's the inexorable pull of the narrative demanding sacrifice. Shawn's arc had grown increasingly complex, intertwined with family secrets, romantic betrayals, and external threats that could culminate in a heroic death. Imagine the scene: Shawn standing tall against a villainous foe, his final words a poignant echo of his parents' legacy. As the screen fades to black amid sobs from the audience, it's the stuff of Emmy-worthy moments, but at what cost to the show's loyal viewers? Despite the uncertainty, one thing remains crystal clear: Brandon Beemer is a fan favorite. His portrayal of Shawn etched into the collective memory like a timeless tattoo. His performances have elicited cheers, tears, and everything in between. From the tender moments of fatherhood to the adrenaline-fueled chases through Salem's underbelly, Beemer brought depth and authenticity to a role that could easily have devolved into cliché. Yet his appearances in 2025 and early 2026 were frustratingly sparse, like fleeting glimpses of a comet streaking across the night sky. A cameo here, a voiceover there, enough to tease but not satisfy. This scarcity fueled the fires of doubt, making every episode without him feel like a missed opportunity, a chapter left unwritten. And now, as we stand on the precipice of 2026, the landscape of DOOL is shifting once more. Major cast changes have been confirmed, sending ripples through the industry like aftershocks from a major quake. Actors such as Carson Boatman, who plays the enigmatic Johnny DiMera, and Raven Bowens, embodying the fierce Chanel Dupree, are rumored to be at the center of these transformations. Boatman's character has been a whirlwind of passion and intrigue, his alliances fracturing and reforming with dizzying speed. Bowens, meanwhile, has injected fresh energy into the show, her portrayal of Chanel blending vulnerability with unyielding strength. Could these changes signal a broader overhaul, one that sweeps Beemer into the fray? Is Shawn's fate sealed, his story arc bending toward an irreversible conclusion? To explore this further, let's imagine the possibilities in vivid detail, as only a true Drama Digest can. Picture Shawn in his final days, the weight of the Brady legacy pressing down like an anvil, his relationship strained to the breaking point. Perhaps a long-buried secret from his past resurfaced as a forgotten enemy, a hidden child, or a betrayal that shatters alliances. The tension builds episode by episode, with close-ups on Beemer's expressive face conveying the inner turmoil. Fans will be on the edge of their seats, debating theories in online forums. Will he sacrifice himself for Belle? Will a medical crisis claim him, echoing real-life tragedies? Or could it be a villain's plot, executed with the cold precision of a mastermind like Stefano Dimera's ghost? The drama doesn't stop at the screen, it spills into the real world, where Beemer's career trajectory adds another layer of intrigue. As a model-turned-actor, Beemer has always balanced the glamour of Hollywood with the grit of daytime TV. His off-screen life, fitness routines, charitable endeavors, and occasional guest spots on other shows paints a picture of a man undeterred by setbacks. Yet, the repeated departures from DOOL suggest a pattern, a cycle of hope and heartbreak that mirrors Shawn's own journey. Is this the end, or merely another intermission in a saga destined for revival? Fan reactions to these developments have been a tempest of emotions. Social media erupts with hashtags like Save Shawn and Beemer Back. Petitions circulate with thousands of signatures, and fanfiction proliferates, imagining alternate endings where Shawn triumphs over adversity. The loyalty is palpable, a testament to Beemer's impact. One devotee might reminisce about the 2007 storyline, where Shawn's boat explosion left him presumed dead, only for a miraculous return. Could history repeat itself? Another laments the potential loss of a character who represents stability in a town rife with chaos. The discourse is heated, passionate, and deeply personal, as soaps have a way of weaving themselves into the fabric of our lives. Moreover, these cast changes ripple outward, affecting the entire ecosystem of DOOL. With Beemer potentially out, who steps into the void? Will younger actors like Boatman and Bowens carry the torch, infusing new blood into old feuds? Or will veterans return, resurrecting ghosts from the past to fill the narrative gaps? The show's producers, ever the puppeteers, must balance nostalgia with innovation, ensuring that Salem remains a hotbed of drama without alienating its core audience. It's a high-stakes game where one wrong move could spell ratings doom. As we ponder these questions, let's consider the broader implications for daytime television. DOOL, now in its sixth decade, has survived cancellations, format changes, and cultural shifts. Characters like Shawn are the glue holding it together, their stories a bridge between generations of viewers. Losing Beemer could signal a pivot toward edgier, More contemporary plots perhaps focusing on social issues, technology-driven intrigue, or intergenerational conflicts. But at what price? The drama of soaps lies in their familiarity, the comfort of recurring faces amid perpetual turmoil. In the spirit of speculation, envision a farewell episode for Shawn. The town gathers in mourning. Flashbacks unspool like a greatest hits reel, and Beemer's final monologue delivers a gut punch of emotion. Tears flow, secrets are revealed, and the credits roll to a soundtrack of heartbreak. Yet, in soaps, death is rarely final. Resurrections are as common as coffee in Salem. Could Shawn return as a twin, a clone, or a spirit guide? The possibilities tantalize, keeping hope alive even in the darkest hour. But enough hypothesizing, let's circle back to the heart of the matter. Brandon Beemer's sparse presence and the swirling rumors paint a picture of uncertainty, one that demands our attention. The November 2025 leaks, while unconfirmed, ignited a firestorm that shows no sign of abating. As major cast changes loom, involving talents like Boatman and Bowens, Beemer's name hovers like a specter. Is this the end for Shawn Douglas Brady, or merely another chapter in his epic tale? We at TV Days Drama Digest thrive on these moments, cliffhangers that keep us coming back for more. Shawn's potential demise would be a seismic event, reshaping the show's dynamics and leaving an indelible mark on its history. The character's journey, from rebellious youth to steadfast patriarch, mirrors the evolution of DOOL itself, resilient, dramatic, and endlessly compelling. To expand on Shawn's legacy, recall the intricate web of relationships that define him. His bond with Bo and Hope was the bedrock, a foundation of love and adventure that inspired countless viewers. Bo's death in 2015 left Shawn adrift, forcing him to step up as the family anchor. Beemer's nuanced performance captured this transition, grief etched in his eyes, the determination in his stride. Then there's Belle, the love of his life, their romance, a saga, passion, infidelity, and redemption. Scenes of their reconciliations were electric, charged with the kind of chemistry that makes soaps addictive. Shawn's friendships added depth. His camaraderie with Philip Kiriakis, once rivals turned allies, provided comic relief amid the drama, and his role as a father to Claire brought out a tenderness that humanized him, showing a man capable of growth amid chaos. These elements, woven together by Beemer's talent, made Shawn more than a character, became family to the audience. Now, with Beemer's status in limbo, we must confront the void. Sparse appearances in 2025 saw Shawn popping up in subplots, perhaps aiding in a family crisis, or offering sage advice, but these felt like echoes, faint reminders of his former glory. By 2026, the silence grew ominous, punctuated only by the confirmed cast shakeups. Bowman's Johnny, with his demure flair for mischief, could absorb some of Shawn's heroic duties, while Bowen's Chanel might introduce new romantic entanglements. Yet no one can truly replace the Brady essence that Beemer embodied. The rumors from November 2025 deserve closer scrutiny. Social media leaks depicted a fractured set, with Beemer allegedly clashing over creative visions. One post claimed he stormed off after a heated script reading, his frustration boiling over like a pot left too long on the stove. Another suggested budget reallocations favored newer stars, sidelining veterans. While these are unverified, they fuel the narrative of a firing disguised as plot necessity. The speculation about killing off Shawn adds a layer of tragedy. Imaging the fallout, Belle devastated, Claire inconsolable, the Bradys rallying in grief. Fans have mobilized, their voices a chorus demanding clarity. Online polls ask, should Shawn die? Debates rage over alternatives, coma, or a quiet retirement. The emotional investment is profound for many. DOOL is a daily ritual, Shawn a constant companion. As we approach the 3,000-word mark in this exploration, let's reflect on what makes this story so captivating. It's the human element, the fragility of careers and entertainment, the passionate performers like Beemer, and the unbreakable bond between show and audience. Whether Shawn meets his end or defies the odds, his legacy endures. In conclusion, dear readers, the fate of Shawn Douglas Brady hangs by a thread. With Brandon Beemer no longer a regular and amid the turbulence of cast changes, the question looms large: do you think Shawn's death is imminent? And we'll be saying goodbye to him for good? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're all in this drama together. Until next time, stay tuned, stay dramatic, and remember, in Salem, nothing is ever truly over.